Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Ora bor shukriya hore abe on wada anweti. Me deki wara khas do hai. Engorano ne algon me tourism ground genesona ne badale integrated tourism development project jagadifa. Ei rajya one resort concept beera me tafat products develop korwe kotha genefa badale. De algon mona alabes integrated model ratta den. Adi mihar huri mehar kuya difur tantam vis integrated model la badal kurave kota de miedu algon me demme me soykuri me emme furata me alla egota algon men difur tane integrated development ka badal kollumage agreement ei Dutch dockland sa ekkon algon men kuring resort tarage kurang nimma fe follow integrated model la badal kolli den me badal kollumaki ek zaatuga transfer fee gotu ka sarukara $1 million libe gotu onna kame ehma war tarikh kame me alla algon menna me tourism ke model ke darhum fale badal kollum ke furst mile bone me sabu de Paul I will ask Paul to give a statement on the signing of this change into integrated model. It's a very special day for us today.
Yes.
Because this is the first ever integrated transfer from a normal island to the other one. Of course, we have got other islands earmarked for integrated ones, new islands, but this is the first conversion. Paul.
Yes. Now, thank you. Unfortunately, I don't speak Nivei, so I have to do it in English. We are very proud with the Minister of Tourism to sign the first integrated tourism resort in Maldives. We have worked a long time on it. We are very happy that we can finally do it. We are very eager to start with the construction because that's in the end what calculates most. There's a lot of talking about everything going on. For us, what counts is seeing is believing. So we are a company from the Netherlands. We have built thousands of floating homes in the Netherlands. We have always delivered. We are very timely in delivering. We do a lot of work also for the Dutch government. And we are very happy that we can now show our expertise together with Ministry of Tourism here. It will be the first floating city. I know that everybody has heard a lot of stories about it. There's a lot of stories going on. I can assure you, being the CEO of the company, that we are a company that delivers, that we are here to build the houses, nothing else. That's the only thing that we are here for. And we will do so, and we will start with that very quickly when we can. After the school holidays, which now of course start very, very quickly, mid-August, we will do an opening in the lagoon also for the first houses. They are ready, they are built already here in Maldives by a local company, as you may well know. So that's a fact, but again, seeing is believing. People can see it. We have brought over a floating taxi terminal from the Netherlands, which is already in Tilefushi as we speak, ready for that. We will make sure that around mid-August everything is there, and then all the local people and of course the media first can come and see and judge by themselves what they think. And again, it's the same as in the Netherlands. When we started with the floating homes, people said, "Oh, who's going to live there? And that's nothing, and I don't want to live there, and that's not for us, you know, that's for other people." Now we have built thousands. It's one of the most popular ways of living in the Netherlands. So we are very proud of that, and that same reputation for us. Our reputation is vital as a company. So we will not disappoint you in any way, but I'm sure that once you get used to it, you will say in 1 or 2 years afterwards, you will all say, "Okay, this is much better, guys, than we expected." And that's exactly what we are here for to do. So I thank the Minister to have the first integrated tourism, which fits our model very well. So that gives us the space, let's say, to act and to build the first 5,000 homes. And we will deliver, and we will do so. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for the trust.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I think if you have a question, we will answer your questions. सवाल सवाल के जवाब दियो करिए दाने तो
मुझे दौर बस खबर मी प्रोजेक्ट की जायकडे का तींगोना फार सोय कोराता मी देहावनारो गमेस मी राइस नशीद के सरकार का सोय कोराव अदेग फहम मी सरकार का देहास नवारे का सोय कोराव मैं फम ये दोने का सोय कोरानी कोबा तो तफात की मी इम्प्लीमेंट तक मिनिस्टर विदालो इंटीग्रेटेड मॉडल तक कम अदे ट्रांसफर फी की कोतो $1 million कम इतने तफसील को विधान तो मी इंप्लीमेंट तक बिहार में तफात की कोबा तो नंबर बोड़ा
वर शुक्रिया मिहार दे अलगुन में मी राज्य के टूरिज्म प्रोडक्ट एबजे दुनिया के वादुरकम के वार रंगला फहम कोल्ला अहम वे अलगुन में राज्य के दें एम मुहिम प्रोडक्ट में ती वन आइलैंड वन रिजॉर्ट कॉन्सेप्ट एन में तफात में कांत तक जाग दिन में अलगुन में मिहार में सरकार में गेंगुले पॉलिसी है कि इन्वेस्टरों लारी हरदुकुरा मी हुन्ने कॉन्सेप्ट है कुंगन्ना में तिमावेट्टा रट्टे ही මේ සලාමත රක්කාතරන් කරවරු වඤ්ඤා ඒ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකෙන් දහම් වියේ එහෙම මෙහර මේ concept අවමුග රාජ්‍ය product අවමුග අලගොන් මේ වර මේ open policy එකෙන් ගොන් එහෙම මේ floating city concept අලගොන් මේ වර බොඩ මරහබා එහෙම floating city concept එක ඒ මේ ගානුනිගත එකන්ත කුරවේන මගු අදිමි තනවස්වි ඒගේ කුරියකුන් නේ resort එකගේ බයිග් මීහුන් වලේ තන්තන් හෙදේ ගොත කරේ දැන් මේ දෙතරයකම මේ ඩච් ඩොක්ලන්ඩ් se මසේ කරවි ඒ මීහුන්ලේ බෑ ඉන්ටග්‍රේටඩ් මේ දැන් බොඩ ෆී එක $1 million කුඩ ෆී එන එතෝ ඒ ෆී දෙක් නුදක්කා වානේ වකින් මේ දෙන්නේ ගොතන් ඒ බදලු කරවේ නම් ඒකම එහෙන් නොහදා ෆහම් ඉන්ටග්‍රේට් මොඩල් බදලු කොක් ගෙන්දාන් ඒ බෙෆුන කුරියා ගෙන්දී මිහම එකනේ ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් චේන්ජ් මියයි මියතු ඒතෝ වකින් රිසෝට් එක develop kurang in thanek mihar ebe for multi facility develop kureven de algon menge me gawadu genna goto madwegen de party annanje ne tana de property annanje hen ehembe me anehen lease agreement badalen ai kino me develop kura model badalen me gene algon menge fee nagaf me nanni algon be one island one resort concept tamahatta ehembe mihar hori one island one resort integrate model na hori ham badalwam vijja algon menge product ge value davvedan ehem wegen horikam engeda
den agreement ge kodo tafsir ko dan to mihar me agreement ko kam
mihama anahem midenne hama normal agreement me agreement koyya difa muddata den ebe phone nan hama me tam bina kuran algon men term dena dini me ebe phone construction period uga work plan ay chelang hama kuriya genna
kita ngar tere
me be phone na engene ki adu hom me develop kurwen algon amukom mideni miharo me 3 years then lagoon take then 5 years then construction period monani lardi fes ituru kurve gota baki muddaten habawima me land rent ki kon kuran
me agreement ka wake sida duration ne tetu
nune kuring duration innan ham eto me kuring the fin duration mihar baki innani enhar
48 kuring initial 48 months de for mihar balancing period me gelle
me ferhiru difeni 48 months then me hatana hingafuret baaki meogut liben ekam extend kurumuge furus tonna inged
me adi warboda me hafta terega me rais nashida economist Fayez Ismail la me dekon wahakega me Fayez Ismail fa kurwa fave warboda scheme ekota me project eki adi me project genda mera noa kamasha me tin lagun dege mes me kam no ekam ekal kambadon take follow korave kowado minister ge me jawab ke ekam
me algon man ki tourism ministry me har wena hama wah creative gena project anna then gauna gawadu guteren developing as timanna me kam kurame bune fi algon me ekma fahi ko dena kuri mi denne go timawe hige baje kom project ka environment impact assessment hada algon basic concept clearance dinasvis environment impact assessment hadan jen hada fa clearance libi jahama kuriya dam igeto
scheme ekama vidala makawata minister ge
me ekne algun comment engeto
me Fayez vidala fave me economic council mes be no noa kamade me rais nashid vidala economic council me udda udin kama e te doa ketwa
algon me denne me har me be flong benum vi a project ga me denna housing ba ehem gotak me denne hama normal huluma lege hennune me ham housing scheme ge gota මේ ටූරිසම්ගේ ලෑන්ඩ් බෑන් එබෑ වහිකො හවසින් බයෙන් හදන් එකම එපස්න
ඒ මෙහාර
මෙහර ඉන්ටග්‍රේට් මොඩල්ගේ ජාගදේ රියල් එස්ටේට් ටූරිසම්
ඒගොත මේ economic council ng ebas dito
මේ අනේ අනේ අල්ගොන්මන්ගේ ගානුණු ගවත් ගුලියෙක්කම එකොනොමික් කවුන්සිල්ගේ අප්‍රූවල් බේනවා කමනවා ඒකි
අන් සුවාලක නිහන් පහතු මේ ෆෙන්න ගොත මේ අනේ ඉන්ටග්‍රේටඩ් මොඩල් එකන් අන්න ඉරු මේ ආමුරයිතුන කිහා වරෙක්ගේ මේගේ ෆෑදාතක පුරාණිකමත තිලපාකරේ සරකාර මෙහර මාජකි හැම ආමුරයිතු මිහගේ පුකට වර පොඩ මේ අනේ ෆෑදා පුරාණික
මේ ටූරිසම් මිනිස්ට්‍රි මේ ඔබ්ජෙක්ටිව් එකි දුනියාගේ නම්මෂූර් ටූරිසම් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් රාජ්‍යං අහ ඉගේ તો දුනියාගේ නං හෙක our objective is to have a world renowned futuristic tourism product in the Maldives. Tourism ministry ke me ege tereng me integrate model ke tereng real estate tourism ke jaga ek tereng housing na ekal kan ta dane me I think they were asking about the scope of this one, the housing and all that.
In terms of general public benefits.
And
in terms of general public benefits, the question is about what are the general public benefits.
Now, the general public benefits, that's the main reason, let's say, that we do it. We come up with a scheme. I mean, I'm coming in Maldives like for 15 years when I came first even in 1991. But then I come regularly, let's say, very regularly since 2008. I've seen the Maldives develop. I know that still when Malay was not there, or it was there, but not as now. We still had to go with the boat. I've seen the bridge coming. I've seen all the scooters. I've seen all the things. So I'm not a local, far not. I love the Maldives. That's why I'm sitting here. If it was only a commercial project and only a money project, and I think for you that's difficult to understand maybe because you want to write something different, but that's not the case. Of course we are a commercial company, so of course we are a company that will make money, but there's also a more deepened thought in it. That's when we started. We are not political. We are not into any party or any things. Of course, I can imagine that in 2008, when I came here, President Nasheed was the president. So who do you talk to President Nasheed? He was very much into the environment, so that's why we teamed up. We have won several prizes for environmental aspects with our company. Environment is the main issue in our company. Even the United Nations has now recognized us as a company who will do many more of these kind of projects, but I can only be number one. So I am very proud coming here this long, seeing how much in need you are of housing, which causes social problems. I mean, I have many local friends here, so I do a bit understand what the issues are. So for us to assist into that, let's say, growth with more houses and more into that's why we developed it like a traditional local village. I visited, I won't say all the local villages, but there are not many that I didn't visit in any atoll in the Maldives during these 15 years. I've seen the lifestyle, and I know, like from Mr. Rias and other people, that lifestyle now in Malay isn't there, because that's normal. Your city growth, and now you are so densely populated that you cannot have that lifestyle anymore. We want to bring back that lifestyle. I'll see that lifestyle many times in this local village. That's our task to do. United Nations recognizes that and thinks that on top of that we are very much environmentally friendly. That's not my words. I know we are, but if the United Nations said that's a different thing. United Nations is saying there will be many more floating cities in the world. Again, there needs to be one of the first. That's why we are sitting here. It will be the first one in the world. Now, I think Maldives can be very proud on such an achievement. I can imagine we also have that in the Netherlands. There's a lot of talking about everything, and people want to, sometimes people support you, sometimes people want to say negative things, but in the end, it's all about delivery. So give us the time, let us deliver, and then judge.
How affordable would it be for the because this is $1 billion investment? So
Yeah, we are. That's a very good question, because that's the main question. We know we have studied the models which are now in Maldives. We see the price went up from also with Hulu Malay. We have seen the new phase 2, which these prices. We have in the beginning said that we start with $250,000. That is not an affordable house. I know also that's not an affordable house. That was in the beginning. During the last 2 years, maybe, and because everything went so fast in the Maldives during the last few years, it looks as like every month I feel it. It's getting more busy to it. So we will come up with, let's say, an affordable price, so that it's not only for the people who are having a lot of money, but we will very much surprise you. But I cannot say that today. But we will very much surprise you in August when we do the, let's say, the official opening, and you can come and visit the first houses. You will be surprised to see what's going on offer.
මේ අලුගොන්ඩ ස්පෙන්වන හැම රාජ්‍ය මිදන්නේ ගොත දුනියක මශූර්වා දැන් අලුගොන්ඩක ඉංජිනේර් එන්නෝ මේ බේෆොනකි මේ ඉංජිනේර් උන්ද අලුගොන්ඩ ෆෙනේ කුරහොන්තක ඇචේ දැන් ඒ කුරහොන්තකම වර රංගල් දැන් මීග මේ අලුගොන්ඩ මේ විස්නාදිර මීග අලුගොන්ඩ මෙන්න ගෙල්ලේ ඉච්චන්නේ එච්ච ගේන්වන් ඔතේ මේ හාරුවිස් රාජ්‍ය මේකම ලිබන් පබ්ලිසිටි වර රංගල් එහෙම මේ අලුගොන්ඩ මේ බේෆොන මිහිරේ බේෆොන ගංගුලේ ෆෙත්තකයි මේක ෆෙත්තබස් අලුගොන්ඩ කොමිසර කියාලා අපි හැම එක මිහොන් මේ ෆ්ලෝටින් ටෙක්නොලොජි යා දැන් රාජ්‍යයේ බේෆොන සකි හොලරික දක්වා වහකුස් අඩුවේ මේ අනේ ලේකු එච්චේගනුන් හැම කාලේ චේවහන්න කෝර්තවගනුන් හැම මිහා දේතේරකු මේ ජොන්ජුලා අන්නේරු මේ රාලතකච්ච ජහයර කිනගේ වානේ අලුගොන්ඩස් බයිෆාර සුවාද ෆෙදෙන්නමස් මේ බේෆොන ස්ටඩි හදාෆ multi-million dollar project එකක් ආම අලුගොන්ඩ මේ මරහබා කියමු ඔතේ එහෙම අලුගොන්ඩ මරහබා කියාගෙන් කොරියදනි මේ මිහාරුස් මේ transaction එක සවබුන් මියතු මේ ගොතම විශ්රාව කරවිති දවලත ෆැසල් ලිවිච්.
Is this the same project you have signed few years ago? I mean, during 2010. Is this the same project?
No, and I must say, maybe, but that's also a very good question. At that time, we didn't know about any problems coming up in Maldives like today. So no, we developed a different concept. At that time, only resort and hotels, because that was the way to go into the thing. We talked about a floating city. We talked about floating homes, but then the need then was more out of a environmentally friendly perspective, not so much into the need. Now I can say we are very happy that we didn't develop anything at that time, because then these lagoons were not available anymore. Now these lagoons just in front of Malé, so you have the connection for local community to go up and down Malé or to Hulu Malé very quickly. So now I'm very happy that we didn't do anything with the lagoons, so that we can now use them for housing, which is a much bigger need in Maldives than tourism.
Do you have any challenges to make this project happen? What's the biggest challenges you have?
Logistics. It's not, we have built thousands of homes, so that's not the thing. It's a bit different, but we have very good top class engineers in the company, and it's not our first thing. It's the first time that we build a floating city, but that's just making it bigger than we built areas in Holland for hundreds of homes, not thousands of homes. But again, the thing is the same thing. The logistics is the biggest asset. Everything what needs to be brought in here for 5,000 homes, kitchens, doors, windows, I mean, you name it, everything needs to come by airplane or by boat. We calculated that we get on a certain moment, we will get 400 containers a week in order to get the project going. That is a lot. It's not a concern, and we are busy for the last year already planning it. We have a lot of people in the company also being busy for that, but that is of course a big thing. And you see with certain aspects that can happen that are beyond our control, then you don't know. But I'm sure that we will overcome it, and I think we have planned it in such a way that we won't bring ourselves in trouble.
What's the size of this project?
Money-wise,
Money-wise?
it's around $1 billion. Yeah.
And so with
Can you tell us what were the challenges you faced in the 2010 project? And you said that it is a different project. So what happened to it? Like, why did you stop? And also, why did you decide to change the initial model of this one that you initially failed upon?
Yeah, now there are, of course, you know that there are many, you have to build up a relationship with the people, and you have to find, if you are going to invest $1 billion, I mean, anybody will say, then you need to have the comfort to do so. It's not a small thing, even if it was a lower amount, but this is a very big amount, so you have to find the comfort. In that period, as you know, I mean, several governments followed each other up, and it was not, let's say, the most comfortable area in it. We have to feel extremely comfortable in order to start. This is not, I personally love the Maldives, so I see it as a necessity to, with our technology, to come here and do it. But of course, we can choose many other cities in the world to invest and to start. So we have to feel comfortable, and I must say with Dr. Masoon, in the beginning, we get that feeling, we build up a relationship, now, and that's very, very important to do that. And when they came up with the integrated tourism model, yeah, which wasn't there before, and we said, yeah, this is exactly, this fits, you know, this is exactly what we are looking for. This gives us the comfort to do it. So that's the reason.
How durable these homes are going to be, these houses?
Sorry, how?
How durable? How many?
It's the same as on land. We do in Holland, we need to give 40 years of warranty on the house. There's no difference, in the Netherlands there's no difference of a floating home or a normal home. It's the same thing.
How is the water and sewerage managed here?
Yeah, it's of course it's a whole new thing, but of course that's what we do. You know, that's what we are the biggest in the world to do so. And of course we learned our lesson through, in the Netherlands is a 2/3 of our country is water. There were a lot of fishermen and floating and reclamation, the biggest, the top 5 reclamation companies in the world, 3 of them are Dutch. Why? That's not out of luxury, that's out of necessity. We have to create our own country because we don't have, like you, we don't have enough land and we have too many people. So it's a must to do. So we went through floating for, let's say, almost 100 years. We do it. We made all the mistakes, everything that you can make. There's not one that we didn't make, but we learned our lesson and we continued and we did it. And it was a need in Holland, and the government asked us to do it because, again, we have too much water and not enough land. So that's why we, I think, are very suitable to do it here. And of course, we are very much helped with the shape of your lagoons, that there is a coral reef around it for protection. Yeah, that helps.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the population of the city going to be?
We expect around 20,000 people.
All right. නිම්මල් කවුන්ට් දන්නවද මේ ෆ්ලෝටින් සිටි එක වහක මිදක්. නැත්නම් අල්ගොන් මේ ගෝල්ඩන් එයා දිමාක්කොගෙන් මේ අන්ඩර් වෝටර් වරක ස්ට්‍රක්චරින් හැදුමගේ ප්ලෑන් එක විසබ ගෙන්ගුලේ. ඉංගේතෝ බයි ගවමත මෙහෙන් මේ दुनिया को मशहूर आम खास कर टूरिज्म मशहूर आम कुरा कम के हिंग गांव तो कौन हुन खाकर तो कोल्ला में राज्य में floating city में media वाले generate कराए international media दे आउन बदल में deliver prevent का बदल floating एक ज़ातु का तिमाविट्टा बिस रट्टे ही को में बेलेवनी दे इंगोडान वन में हारुस हम कुदी guest house तो बिस floating guest house आदम वेगिंग में हारुस ministry of application सादा पे पर एक कुदी अच्छे में बोर्ड अच्छे दे आउन वाला उम्मीद करो में Dutch lands में project कामयाब I hope that you get this delivered. My tourism ministry has a lot of hope in this project, and because this will take Maldives tourism to totally another level, and that's what we are looking for. Thank you, Paul, and thanks all for coming at such a short notice. And Ms. Shukriya. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.